Hello and welcome to the fifth and final part of my screencast series about how to set up an awesome Python development environment. In this final part, we're going to learn how to use some of the advanced features of Pip. Pip actually does a whole lot of stuff, but most of it I don't trust or have a use for. But there are two or three things Pip does that I do like. So the first thing that Pip does, you've seen, is Pip freeze, but Pip also has Pip search. So let's search for Django. And what Pip will do is it will go to the PyPy, which is the place where all of the Python modules are stored online, and it will give us a list of every single, uh, search result Python module with the word Django in the title or the description. This is a very good way to discover packages. For example, if you need help with debugging, right, you might Pip search for debug, right, and then scroll through the list of debugging related Python modules and figure out what you would like to install. Now, the second awesome thing that Pip does that I think is really cool is it allows you to create requirements files. Now, you might have been wondering, like, why is Pip freeze? Why isn't it like pip show or pip list or anything like that? Well, it's because what you're supposed to do with pip freeze is you're supposed to freeze the current state of the Python modules in your project. This project only has Django. Let's easy install a couple other things. Actually, let's not. Let's pip install, which is actually the same exact thing as easy install. It makes no difference whatsoever. So let's pip install the Django debug toolbar into my game. Funny that we're installing the web stuff into my game, right? And let's also install the Python graph core that we installed into the other virtual environment. Alright, now we can pip freeze, and it'll list all the modules that are installed into the current project. But what we're going to do is we're going to do pip freeze, but we're going to write the file to temp requirements.txt. We're going to make a text file that contains the output of pip freeze. Alright, and now we're going to make a new virtual environment, completely new, completely blank, no site packages. Alright, we're going to call it foo test. We'll call it foo test. Okay, we're working on foo test. Let's go to foo test. We're in foo test. Alright, if we check, right, foo test doesn't have any modules installed. But what we're going to do is we're going to pip install our requirements, and then we're going to give it that file that we made that has the list of all the different modules and their versions that are installed in the other project. Do a little pip install up. It's installing Python graph core. It's installing Django debug toolbar. Look at it go. Look at it go. It's installing Django. This allows you to make a text file that has all the names and version numbers of the modules that you need for your particular project to work. And you can continually update this file, changing version numbers. You can do fancy stuff. Like you could say any version of Django greater than 1, or any version of Python graph core less than 3.2. You know, there's a lot of fancy. Greater than or equal is also an option. And Pip will just sort of figure it out. It'll get the newest version that meets your requirements every time. And all right, just to prove to you that it worked, there it is. We have a new project with all these things installed. So you put a requirements.txt file using pip freeze in your project, and then anyone else out there who is also using pip and hopefully virtual env can download your project from GitHub or anywhere else on the web that you might be sharing your code. And if they want to start working on it, they don't have to go around figuring out all the different modules that you're using, or, oh no, I was supposed to use an old version of this module. They just do pip install the requirements, and they're all good. And then if the requirements change, they can just pip install those requirements again, and they are all set. And that is the fanciness that Pip is. This concludes the series about how to make an awesome Python development environment. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful, and look forward to possibly screencasts and other topics in the future. Thank you.